All right, folks. So it is Frieza week here on Geekdom 101, but I thought we'd take a quick, small detour here to discuss a topic that's been in the community. It has been in the fandom constantly all week since Dragon Ball Super Episode 92 aired, and that is during the preview of Episode 93. A lot of people are under the belief that Caulifla has achieved SS2, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyajin 2. And I wanted to do a video here, and I wanted to do a community response. I put this out on the Geekdom 101 Facebook, facebook.com/geekdom101. Go ahead and join that community if you have not. It's a good place to have discussions. We're not really big on like memes and things like that on Facebook. If you want to get memes, check out like Saiyan Pride or one of Honest Anime's many Facebook pages. My page is more about discussions and things of that nature. And the discussion I'm putting out here for the community is Caulifla SS2. Now, the reason why people are under the belief that she's SS2 is because in the next episode preview, her hair looks not only thinner than it did in the previous episode, but also it's spiking up. So a lot of people are like, oh, is she Super Saiyan 2? Is she Super Saiyan 2? And I know a lot of people are thinking that she is, and the fact that she might actually be is going to be a hard nut to swallow. There's a Freudian slip. A hard pill to swallow because of the fact that she unlocks Super Saiyan so easily, right? And that, to me, is kind of like a normal thing now for Dragon Ball. But for her to get SS2, which we know requires training and time, that one's a little bit harder to believe. You know, not even Trunks from the future, the Chuck Norris of Dragon Ball, even he, couldn't do it that fast. So I want to go ahead and answer some of these responses and address them, address what the community's saying. First come, first serve. I can't get to everybody, but I want to go ahead and see if I can knock some of these out for you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to put a poll in the upper right-hand corner. Do you think Caulifla is SS2? Or do you think this is just one frame by an animator and it just looks like it might be SS2, but she's still in SS1? That's what I thought initially, but hey, I could be wrong. Maybe not. We'll find out this Sunday or this Saturday, depending on where you live. So Joseph Abraham with the first comment says, no blue lighting, not SS2. I disagree with this because it's just one frame. So if she does have the lightning, it might be something that, we might not see the lightning right away. It might be in a different scene. But you have to remember, guys, every time that you see lightning, like every time that you see SS2, it doesn't necessarily mean there's lightning. There's not always lightning every single time. It depends on who the animator is and, what episode it is. We've seen in Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan 2 not have lightning for every frame. Sometimes when they power up, you see the lightning. So it's not necessarily indicative of a guarantee. Thomas Hall, I feel Super Saiyan 1 as Super Saiyan 2 would take years to get. Plus, I don't think I saw any of the fighting for it. It could be that it's different for Universe 6. Yeah, we discussed this in my live stream a couple weeks ago about the Universe 6 Saiyan's potential. Check that out if you have time. I would really appreciate it. We talked about how the Universe 6 Saiyans, because they evolve differently, they have different genetics, they don't have tails, maybe they can achieve higher transformations faster, right? Kind of like, well, Goten and Trunks. They were also born without tails, recessive genes, and yet they have incredible potential to achieve forms at a younger age. So that could be the case. Again, just a theory. Josue Alisotin, if I butcher your name, I apologize. Regular Super Saiyan. I agree. Same thing with Rodrigo Elizalde. All right, Christian Shiarani. And by the way, I really, really love the group over on Facebook. I really love the Facebook people on Geekdom 101 Facebook page. They're pretty damn smart. But this is very divisive. And if, again, it's very, very divisive. I believe she's SS2 based on the way her bangs look. Puts me in the mind of SS2 Goku. Yeah, Goku did have a little bang when he was SS2. Plus, we all know how Super loves to buff up characters in terms of transformation. Very true, very on point. Donald Rudasil says, I don't really think so. I think she's just Super Saiyan 1. That's my opinion, though. Jonah Ross mentions the no electricity thing. Same thing with the Jordan Young. You can't put that much stock in it. It's one frame. I've already talked about it just a few minutes ago. Again, a lot of people are bringing up the electricity thing, and, I agree. I don't think she is Super Saiyan 2 just based on just my idea of them not really using that form too often. But you never know. I mean, who knows really. But that being said, I don't think the electricity is that big of a deal. So, Tim, it's me hero. That's not your real last name. No, but she will. Maybe she is stronger than Kabe, but right now she's not an SS2, and of course the lightning again. Yeah, so that seems to be the big thing is the lightning. Here we have Seth Terry again with the lightning. Guys, it's one frame. Brandon Bauer says, I think it's possible that she is SS2. This would make her a more powerful adversary in the tournament. Realistically, I think it's SS1. Well, I do too, because, and we talked about this again in that live stream I mentioned earlier, a Super Saiyan 1 Universe 6 character is, it could be that version of SS1 might have a different multiplier than the one from Universe 7. If you're in Universe 6, or possibly they're just stronger. So, like, as far as, like, their base. AJ Briggs the Third. I know this guy. I believe Caulifla is an SSJ2. Her hair resembles Gohan in SSJ2. It actually does. He's really, really on point here, is Mr. Alton. With Caulifla able within a day or so to gain SSJ, it's not impossible that she's not in SS2. I mean, the thing with Super Saiyan 1 is Dragon Ball Z, not even Super, Dragon Ball Z with the examples of Goten showed us that achieving that form is kind of a joke. They call it the Super Saiyan bargain sale, and it really has become a reality in some cases. The thing is that Super Saiyan 2 was protected by the show writers. What I mean by that is, they made it very clear that you can't just unlock SS2. Even with Future Trunks, he couldn't do it until later on. You know what I mean? Until deeper into his life, training and whatnot. So, again, it's one of those things where I think SS2 and 3 have been more protected. Angel Lopez, or maybe it's Angel. Sorry, it's probably Angel. Hair seems to be more spiky, and she only has 3 bangs. Little different hair than before on episode 92. We'll see. Hopefully it's SSJ2, though, because it looks cool. I actually kind of do want it to be SSJ2, but I have a weird suspicion that, like with Kale's wannabe Broly freaking gimmick, I think we may get some exclusive transformations for Universe 6. I really do hope that we get that. I hope it's not just the same thing. Christian Bogdan. I agree with Joseph. Plus, having her just be SS1 will give her and Kabame Kale a reason to push themselves beyond that of Super Saiyan. Yeah, and that's one thing that I do want to say about the upcoming episode is that it's very possible that maybe she does go SS2, and then Kaba's like, whoa, like, you can do that? And then they look at Kale, and they'll say, why don't you try? And then Kale freaking explodes and, rages out or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Lane Donaldson, just guessing no because no work was put into achieving that level. It just seems that way to me. That's kind of my whole thing, is that I don't know if there's been enough time. There's only a few hours left before the tournament. Can she really get that form that fast? Is she that much of a prodigy that she can unlock not just 1, but 2 that fast? Crazy. Felipe Trudeau. SSJ. I do believe Universe 6 Saiyans are stronger in SSJ, though. That's what I was thinking myself, bro. Why was she tapping a 2 during her first time? Yeah, it just seems like she would at least train a little bit. I mean, it took Gohan a little while. It took Trunks a little while. Dion Loco, this is kind of what I was saying a little bit. I say yes, maybe she sees Kale's power and decides to push herself even further and becomes an SSJ2. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you guys, it's not that I'm, like, indecisive. It's not that I'm, not willing to give a straight answer. I just don't know because both sides make very valid points. She could be SS2. She could not be. It could just be the angle. It could be her hair blowing. It could be a number of different things. It could be something else. I mean, again, I feel like if she does turn Super Saiyan 2, though, the show will tell us. I think that they will blatantly have Kale or Kaba or somebody say, wow, you've gone further beyond, or something to make us know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Joao Luis Sampaio. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. It's possible compared the shape of her hair, not to mention it kind of looks like Kid Gohan's hair. Yeah, there you go. It does look, people have been saying that. It does look like SS2 from Kid Gohan. Dorale and by the way, Kid Gohan is Teen Gohan. I know some people out there like to refer to the Gohan from the Cell games as Teen Gohan. I'm pretty sure that Gohan was like 11 years old. I don't know if 11 is 11 teen. I don't know if 11 is really a teen, but In media, like in Dokkan and in some of the video games, they refer to that Gohan as Teen Gohan. Technically, Teen Gohan's the one in the Buu saga, but it's whatever. It's not really a big deal. It's a good way to differentiate them. I just like calling them Cell Games Gohan. Dorale and Kay Barnes, in another episode, she says she was stronger. How else could she go SS on the first try? Well, so did Kaba, dude. I mean, that's not even... That's what I'm saying. The Super Saiyan thing is not even a huge deal anymore. Like, it's almost like that form is just like whatever now. Just... But again, remember, the Universe 6 guys have more combat experience, and they also have evolved biologically differently. So that is... You can call it lazy writing if you want to, but that is a legit reason as to why these characters get so strong so fast. It does actually make sense. It really does. I accept it. If you don't, that's cool. I accept it, though. Oscar G. Mendoza, ordinary Super Saiyan, could be she just powered up a lot. Jay Perkins writes, nah, if anything, she's full powered SSJ grade 4. Good point. She might be grade 4. The only reason why I don't think she's grade 4 is because grade 4 tends to have a lighter complexion of yellow, sometimes even close to being white. Go back and watch those episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Goku and Gohan's hair was like kind of whitish yellow. I don't see that with her. But again, it's Universe 6. He also goes on to say if she's SSJ2, then Kaba will be nothing next to her and Kale. Well, Kaba could train too. Kaba and her will probably just hit SS2 after the Tournament of Power. If she's that special, why don't they just have her go SS3 with full control over it? Well, that's up to the writers. It took a prince of all Saiyans and a low-class years to do SSJ2. Exactly. Gohan a year. Give U6 something exclusive after SS3 that their evolution also has a downside of max cap. This guy's writing the damn story for Toei right here, right? And it's funny because, I would love, and I've said this many times, I would love it if the Universe 6 Saiyans, because we know there's a lot of them. There's a whole planet filled with them. And maybe more than one planet, right? They could learn the God ritual, bro. What if I've said it before, what if they have like a number of, if they do the God ritual enough times, they have a bunch of Super Saiyan God types running around. I mean, they could do that with the numbers that they have over there. Talk about a scary thought, as far as defending the universe goes, unlocking that level of power. Andre Castañeda Romero. I think it's the same sort of thing that happened to Goku when he fought Frieza. The art and hairstyle changed off. And that's a very, very good point, Andre. Extremely good point. If you guys go back and watch DBZ, watch Goku against Frieza and his hair, and then watch Goku against, like, Android 19 or against Cell. Well, Cell was a different form. Android 19 is a better example. His hair did look much taller when he was first fighting Frieza. That was, of course, because Toriyama just changed the way he looked as the series went on. Just something that artists do, slightly changed it. Roberto Castillo, I think she just is regular SSJ. She barely got the form. Enrique Ruiz, she is like Broly. She might be. I mean, that beam blast that she did in the episode was kind of Broly-esque, but I think Kale is really the Broly clone, right? But who knows? I mean, they might both take from Broly. Kelly Gonzalez, I think it's just SSJ. There's no way she can learn SS2 that fast. Well, that's been my thing, we shall see. Well, yeah. And no, Jave Souza, no way, normal SSJ. Gomez Joao. I think the Joao, I could be wrong, guys, but I think the Joao name is Portuguese. And I have no idea how to pronounce it, so sorry. I'm guessing it is Joao, but really hard to guess based on the preview, but I'd say no. I can't see enough changes on her looks. I agree. However, it's very probable she attains that form during the episode, during the tournament. Rob Roman. No, I don't think she's SS2. I think she's the SSJ with the buff version like Vegeta had fighting Cell second form. Yeah, you're talking about Super Saiyan grade 2 is the Vegeta version. Trunks had grade 3. And sometimes the Vegeta one has been called Ascended Super Saiyan, and Trunks has been called Ultra Super Saiyan by the fans. The anime uses the word Ascended kind of inconsistently in the dub. Not only in the dub, not in the Japanese version. But I know what form you're talking about. It's the one that, like I said, Vegeta used against second form Cell. She just doesn't look that buff, though. Like, she doesn't look as buff as Vegeta. But she, different body type, David Davidson. Is that your real name? I just think the Universe 6 Saiyans are much stronger than Goku or Vegeta were when they first transformed. Yeah, I've been saying that for weeks now. Like, you can sit there and you can nitpick the power scaling in Super, but the Universe 6 Saiyans having more potential actually makes sense. Some animators tend to draw SSJ to SSJ too. Yeah, and that's what I've been saying too, is that the animator for that particular frame may have just drawn it that way. And if these episodes are being rushed, it could be that that's just what happened. It might not necessarily mean it's a new form, but it is a topic that I wanted to address in this video. Patrick Daly and Drusiak. Boy, I hope not. If she is, I'm going to feel so gutted. All for female Saiyans, but if she is, man, it makes Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta look so petty. Well, remember, bro, it's Universe 6, man. They can write their way out of that. Whether you like the writing or not, it is a valid way of writing your way out of it. Travis Ayer says SSJ. Matt Daniel, no, they have too much else to cover in that episode between Frieza and Kale. Yeah, it would be a lot for one episode. That's another very, very good point I didn't think of. It would be a lot. But hey, they've been cramming a lot into these recent episodes, you know, with new universes and whatnot. Jim Kelly brings up the Lightning again. Maybe, but I would like for her to pass out after to have it make more sense. That's from Felipe Menezes. We're going to do a couple more here, and then we're going to get out of here. I got like 100 responses here, guys, so I can't get to all of them first come, first serve. I think that if she could transform very easily into a normal Super Saiyan, then it's very possible. Yeah, I mean, it might be different rules for Universe 6. Impu Young, I don't want categorize SS1 and SS2, but it'd be awesome if she could learn more about it and maybe surpass it. Nick Mitchell says, no, but she's stronger SSJ1 than Kaba, and he went good against SS1 Vegeta. Yeah, I think Nick Mitchell's right. I think that she is stronger than Kaba at this point, but hey. Stefan Ibeweek. Given how different her hair was drawn in the shot, there can be two possibilities. SS2 Caulifla or a shot of Caulifla flying downwards. I personally hope it's the latter because it's way too early and way too fast for SSJ2 Caulifla to be a thing. If anything, it should be Kaba. Yeah, because we've already seen him do 1. Why not see him do 2? I get it. No, based on it, it would be hard for me to believe for it to automatically jump to that. I think we might see something in the tournament, but no SSJ2 right now. All right, last one here from Carbon Spoderman. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got two names confused here. That's Carbon Cooper. Caesar Spoderman. I think, I had a cross-side there. Ooh. All right, I think it's SS2. The hair seems to be a little more spiked up, maybe more power than we thought, although it could just be an animation thing. That's pretty much it. And actually, Christina O'Neill Grossman says, no, I think she's a different form of Saiyan, possibly. I would love Universe 6 to get a different form. So, the poll's in the upper right-hand corner. What do you think? Is she Super Saiyan 2? Is it just animation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Vote in the upper right. We're going to find out Saturday, but I want to hear your thoughts. Very divisive. Thank you so much for watching my little community response video. Remember to check out the community over at facebook.com/geekdom101. We'll talk soon.